Hello, my name is Julia Gregoire, and I'm the founding and managing attorney of the law firm Avocat Gregoire in Paris. I wanted to talk to you today about French citizenship by marriage, obtaining French citizenship through your marriage to a French citizen. So there are several legal conditions required for this application to be approved. The first one is the duration of the marriage. So have you been married at least 4 or 5 years to your French citizen spouse? That's going to be required. Generally, the requirement is 5 years if you're living abroad. However, that duration is going to be reduced to 4 years if your spouse has been registered as a French citizen living abroad at your local French consulate. So either 4 or 5 years if you're residing abroad is going to be the requirement for the marriage duration. The second legal condition is if you were married abroad, you have to have declared the marriage abroad to the French consulates where you live. So let's say that you were married in New York City, then you need to go to the French consulate in Washington, D.C. Not physically, you have to mail in the application for your marriage abroad to be recognized by the French government. Once you complete that application, you'll get a French marriage certificate and a livret de famille, also known as the family book. And those two documents are going to be required as part of your French citizenship by marriage application. So as long as you have the duration of the marriage 4 or 5 years and the marriage having been declared abroad to the French consulates, then we can move on to the remaining conditions. So the next question is, was your French citizen spouse born in France? And was your French spouse, were their parents born in France? So if your spouse and both of their parents were born in France, then there's no problem. You can proceed on to the next question. However, if one of those 3 people was born outside of France, then you are going to need a French citizenship certificate, a certificat de nationalité française, to demonstrate the citizenship by descent, since one of the either the spouse or the parents was not born in France. That's going to be an additional required document for your application. Finally, the additional step that's going to be required is the French language test. So the foreign spouse that's looking to be naturalized has to speak and write French at a certain level. So there are several tests that you can take to demonstrate this. The first is the DELF, DELF, then there's the TCF-IRN and the TEF-IRN. And if you live abroad, say in the United States, there are a lot of Alliances Françaises that do have these tests where you can go and sit for the test in person. There are many online courses where you can prepare the exam as well. But in any case, you'll have to pass that test at a high intermediate level and then provide the test certificate as part of your application. So basically the main requirements are going to be, you have to be married at least 4 or 5 years, you have to speak French and write French at a high intermediate level. Your marriage, if it took place abroad, has to have been declared to the French government. And if your spouse or his parents or her parents was born abroad, then you need to also present the French citizenship certificate as an additional document. So in addition to these primary requirements, each case is individual and unique, and it's going to require specific documents to be presented. So we recommend that you contact us so that we can advise you as to exactly which documents need to be presented. But citizenship by marriage is very much possible for individuals who have been married to French citizens. And one important thing to know is that even if you've never lived in France together with your spouse since you were married, you can still apply for citizenship. There's no requirement to have resided in France at any point in time during the marriage. So feel free to contact us today for your personalized assessment of your situation. Thank you.